doing this video. This top dog. This is my 2002 Kia Optima. As you can see, I had it fixed up and all that. So I'm finna show you what happens when the timing belt breaks, right? So got this thing all blurry and stuff. So I done took this 2.4. It's 2.4 liter, 16. As you can see, 16 valve. So everybody will know, customers will know, hey, don't let your timing belt break. Always change that. 60 to 100,000 miles, change it, no matter what. So I already had stuff pulled off. This is what happens when the timing belt breaks and what the damage may be. So I took the head off. This is the exhaust manifold. Back here, you can leave this on. You can leave all this on. This is the intake. These are the injectors right here. So with this whole thing, this whole piece, there is a bracket that holds that. You can take the head off and not take that off. You don't have to take all that stuff off. If anybody tell you that, they lying. So I'm gonna let you know, I'm a black man. I'm a black guy who know how to do this mechanic work. So these are the head bolts, and these are 12 millimeter. These are 12 points. You see this? This how this look. 12 points. So these how the 12 point looks on the '02 Kia Optima. This the Kia Optima. It's the same as the Hyundai back in '99 through '05 or whatever with the 16 dot. So this is already taken off, right? This is the head. This how the head looks. So I already took the head off. I got a new head for it. That's the gasket to the intake. It's pretty all oily, burnt up. This the gasket. So I got all this new stuff. These are the pulleys. I'm taking these off. Send this old head back. But I'm gonna show you. This what happens when the timing belt breaks. And don't never let your timing belt break. Alright. So this is the cover right here. So I took this off. This what's going on. You see these pistons? See? Got 3 and 4 good. Guess what happened? You see this hole? There's a hole in 1 and 2 piston. So the piston got to come out. I'm gonna let you know, don't never let your timing belt break. You see this the valve. The valve's going to hit against this piston. It's an interference engine. This is an interference engine. So if you cranking it, I'm gonna let customers, fans, mechanics know this timing belt. This is a timing belt right here. I took everything apart. This is a timing belt. This is a new one. This is a new timing belt. The old one was dry rotted and broken from it not being tuned up or maintained. And this what happens when that timing belt breaks right here. You're gonna have your valve hit your pistons and cause damage no matter what. Don't even crank it. Like, you don't have to drive it. You don't have to drive your Kia Hyundai for your pistons to be busted like this. This can be due to cranking the engine. So don't never crank the engine. Oh, why it's not cranking up? This what's going to happen when you crank it up and do that. So 3 and 4 is good. 1 and 2 is finna be changed out. I did a short, preview of what goes on with the timing belt brakes. I done took the oil pan off. You get to these pistons. You can change the pistons out easily. Buy a piston set from Kia or Hyundai or whatever, and they'll have the set for you. I'm gonna change out these 2 pistons. The oil pan, you take off the oil pan, you will get to the bottom of it. Move the crank to this bottom dead center of number 2. So this gonna be taken out first. Then I'm gonna move the crank to bottom dead center for number 1 to come down. It's only 2 bolts at the bottom of this. There's 2 bolts at the bottom of this. So there's only 4 bolts I gotta take off. And I will pull this piston out and this one. These are pretty good. The walls is pretty good. It's not worn out. This is done because the valves slap against the pistons. When your timing belt breaks, you never know if your valves is left open. See, your valves and your cams right here, these are your cams right here. If this belt is not on this, them valves can be left open. And as you can see, the whole bottom of it, I don't want to lift it up, but it's missing this. It's missing the valve right here. One of the valves that went under there, but I'll eventually get to it. But that's what happens when you let this not even get changed. So always get a tune-up. Always change your timing belt, because Kia and Hyundai's, the newer models, they have timing chains. The Hyundai Elantras and all that, but 99 through 06, they have these timing belts as a timing chain. So this is what you're looking at. This the effects of it. I'm gonna clean all this antifreeze and stuff up and get these out. I'm happy that these in, so you can save a engine even if you got, interference or valves or hitting the pistons. You can change the pistons out. So never let anybody tell you, oh, you have to change your engine or get a new engine. No, they can do this type of work. It's people that's lazy. So keep your trust in God, keep your trust in Jesus, and have a good mechanic that'll say, hey, I can do this job for you. They go under the oil pan. The oil pan go under the engine, and you can find the two bolts under here that holds them, and the piston. You can pull the pistons out from the top. You got to pull this out from the top and replace them. That's it. And then put a new head back on. I'm not using this head, and I'm not using these bolts because I got new bolts. So this dot 16 valve, that's what goes on with interference engines, or 2.4 liter, or maybe the 6 cylinders or whatever. Interference, it's interference engine. So I'm just letting you know this how it is, this top dog, and I'm done with the video. So I gave you a quick preview. Don't let your timing belt break. And this how it looks. Had it all fixed up and everything, so you see how everything looks on it right there. Got all this stuff going on, but I'm gonna get this thing back on the road. So I'm just letting you know, don't let the timing belt break on you, because that's the problem you're gonna have. Okay, so I'm gonna have to change those two and put some new pistons in. All right, later. I'm done with my mechanic video.